This is a training for our paraprofessionals on how to start the process to log services in PowerSchool Special Ed for our Medicaid billing. The very first step, obviously, is to take your credentials and to sign in to PowerSchool Special Ed. Then from here, it's going to take you to the home page. Your home page is going to be set up with your search, your reporting, and then your service calendar options here. Your reports will be listed here, and then at the bottom of your page, you're going to see your caseload. This is where you need to start once you are logged into PowerSchool Special Ed. So from here, you need to verify for accuracy that your caseload is correct. So right now I'm having one sample student in my caseload. So to change anything in your caseload, hit the edit button. And then from here, it's going to give you some options. You can add students, remove students, and then these options here for caseload and customization, that is just to create, for example, a group. So if you went to a different school, you could create a group for one school and a group for another school. And this just customizes for colors and columns and whatnot. So if we wanted to add a student, you would just hit add student. And then from here, type in a few letters of that student that you are searching for. And then from here, you can see that the sample student that I was looking for is there. It's already checked because we have it. Otherwise, you would check it and then hit add students to caseload. To remove students from caseload, just click on the remove. And it's going to bring up who is in your caseload. And then you would just check next to the student you want to remove and then hit the red button to remove student from caseload. So that's your first step after logging in. So going back to the caseload, or your homepage, I should say, you are going to now start searching who is billable for Medicaid. You have one report that you need to focus on in this one right here, billable students for personal care. Click on that. This report is going to pull all of the students from your caseload that are Medicaid billable. They meet all of the criteria. Everything is figured out for you. I would just suggest that you ignore all of these options right here. Those are not accurate. To find out what items your student is needing, then I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to go back to my homepage. So I now have a list of my students that are billable. I can from there search that student by going to their profile. So here's the profile icon. Here's their documents icon. This takes you to the service calendar if you want to start billing. So go to student profile. And from here, you have all of these options underneath the demographics dropdown. You can look at Medicaid information, which shows you if they are Medicaid eligible, if they have parental consent to bill, and that tells you when they were signed as yes or no. You can also look at the prescription, and that shows you what the prescription was for and the effective and end date for that prescription. The one thing that you won't have on the prescription is to know what services that you need to provide. So you can find that by going to the documents page and looking for the active IEP plan or IFSP plan. And then from there, pulling up, hovering over their participants and profile. And then you can hover and go right to personal care plan. And then this one's a sample, so it's not completed, but it will tell you on this screen with all the information down here what items that student needs for personal care. So that is a tutorial on how to get you started doing the basic functions for PowerSchool Special Ed.